I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like, she got a pimple on her face? No, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
Oh, Cardi B on trial in a civil courtroom in California. Welcome back to Opening Statements. So we know that they're on a little pause for the holiday break while we're all on pause, and people still talking about her testimony a lot this morning. So Cardi B is being sued for $24 million by a security guard who is claiming that the rapper scratched and injured her face. Now, Cardi B disputes it, and she did not disappoint on the stand. Take a look at some of her most memorable moments.
I feel like when I got sued, I was like, when I got sued, I was like, oh, I know I didn't touch her. Like, it's like, look for the cameras, because they'll tell you. I personally feel like if there's no physical touch, there is no incident. There was a verbal altercation. If you think that that's an incident, a verbal altercation, then it's an incident for you. Oh, yeah. She also was saying, like, because I don't give a who you are. I don't give a who you are.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant, and this girl's about to beat my ass. Hello? She told me, when I told her, why are you recording me? She said, oh, my bad. She practically apologized.
Did she apologize to you?
If you say, oh, my bad, when I'm telling you why you're recording me, to me, that means you're recording me. And it's right there, right now. It's on my face.
Court is dark today. The jury gets an extra long holiday break. No doubt, though, the attorneys are hard at work preparing to give the all-important closing arguments set for next week. So what do you want to hear in the closing arguments from these attorneys? Let's bring in our power panel. Well, three of my favorite people on the planet are here this morning. We've got jury consultant Susan Constantine, entertainment commentator Holland Reed, and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Joe Tamburino. Good morning to you all. All right, so closing arguments. One of the most important moments at any trial, as we know. What do we want to hear from both of these sides? Joe Tamburino, our lawyer on the panel, would you start us off, please?
Good morning, Julie. Thanks for having me on. Well, I think what the defense has to do is talk about Cardi B's testimony as well as Dr. Fink's testimony. Cardi B did great. I mean, the thing that every juror wants to know is this person telling the truth? Are they sincere? Are they being themselves? And there was absolutely no doubt that Cardi B was being herself. She was entertaining. She talked directly at the jury. She was very matter of fact. I loved her different changes of style and hair. I think she came across great. She looked very sincere. And then you buttress that with her doctor's testimony. I think Dr. Fink did a great job. I think this is a complete win for the defense. I'm still shocked that it went this far. But anyway, that's what I would do. Focus on Cardi B.
Right, Joe. I'm with you. I'm stunned as well. This made it to trial. Holland Reed, tell me, if you put yourself in the shoes of one of the members of that jury, what are you going to want to hear from each of these sides?
I think we've heard everything we needed to hear from each side. Cardi B did not come in fake. She came in authentic, which I think bodes well in her favor. She didn't dumb herself down. She came in exactly what we know her to be. She was no nonsense. She didn't try to swindle the jury or swindle anybody. She came in exactly who she is, profanity and all, and profanity does not equal guilt. So all of her, of the antics and her sarcasm, I think played well in her favor because she did not come in trying to be someone else. She came in being authentic. The other side, I don't even know why this is a case. There is no there there. I said that yesterday, and I stand on that point.
Right. No, I know you do, and I'm with you on that. Susan Constantine, last but not least, certainly of this question. So I would ask you, let's say you're advising, because as a jury consultant, you advise attorneys all the time. What would be your best pieces of advice to each side as they get ready to close?
Well, they're going to be pointing out each other's weaknesses. They're going to be pointing out issues where they can actually, what I say is, there's a word I'm trying to describe, and I'm kind of off my kilter here, is that I just think that you need to kind of break through some of the loopholes. I don't think that they're really going to have anything here. And to both my colleagues' points, I've listened to the entire trial. I just don't see it. So you know, when you're thinking about what are you going to say, you've got to find out, you know, what areas were they weak, where were they strong, and then you've got to really, you know, get strong inside there and just really reveal that. But what do they really have? Because I watched the video over and over again, and her demeanor and everything she's saying is right on point. You know, as you know, Julie, I'll call it out. I don't see it. So that's what I would say for the defense, is that she was herself. She was authentic. She was telling you the truth. Yes, she is, you know, she's very flamboyant. Yes, she, you know, lost, you know, she had an altercation. So what? That's where I would go with it.
Yes, yes. And you heard it from the expert, my friends at home. Susan's also a body language expert in addition to being a jury consultant. Yeah, watching her closely, I felt she was so authentic up there. And what more can you ask for, really, if you're her side? I think they would have to be very pleased at what she did on the witness stand. So let's talk some more about the optics. Now, we know Cardi B is very entertaining. One of my favorite moments was when she made pretty much the whole courtroom laugh. Take a look at this.
When I'm talking to you now, are we having a verbal altercation?
We having, I'll say, a debate.
And we're debating about whether you assaulted and battered Miss Amani Ellis, correct?
It's no, I guess so, but I didn't touch her.
Okay. In addition to owning defense counsel when she was on the, or plaintiff's counsel, I should say, it was plaintiff's counsel, her opposing side's counsel. She also served up some really gorgeous courtroom looks, very different looks every day as well. So let's talk about the expectations for the jury and whether the optics matter with her appearance. Susan Constantine, you know, I want to start with you on this one, my friend. Your thoughts, please.
Yes. We know, Julie, if this were a different type of case, you know me, I'm totally into pastels, right? This is not that case, okay? She's coming in as an entertainer. I think that those jurors, when they walk in, they're going, I can't wait to see what she's wearing tomorrow. Let's look at her makeup. They're probably talking about her makeup tips in the back area. but anyway, humor goes a long way. And when you're looking at her facial expressions, they actually mirror exactly what she's thinking and feeling. So that authenticity and the way that it's synchronized and those movements are all in the duration of those emotions are all in sync. So I found her to be quite charming. I enjoyed watching it, and I was just as entertained as everybody else was, especially, I'm sure, that the jury is too.
Yes, Susan. Holland, tell me, what did you think of the beautiful looks that Cardi B was serving up for the jury?
Oh my gosh, I love them so much, Julie. I loved that she stayed, again, true to herself. There was no bait and switch here. She came in, she gave you blonde, she gave you pixie cut, she gave you dark, you know, vixen. She did not mince words, and she did not mix up trying to dumb down her persona. Big personality doesn't equal fake, and it doesn't equal guilty. And she did not dumb that down for this jury and for this audience, for us. And I think that's going to really, really, really drive the point home that this is all a money grab, and she is being her authentic self through and through, and nothing is going to stop her from making this her stage and her moment, regardless of what someone's trying to get out of her $25 million over a scratch that we couldn't even see. So I think it's gonna bode well for her.
Yes, yes, I agree, Holland. Joe Tamburino, would you take us home? Being a trial attorney, you know, the jurors, they notice everything, don't they? I'm sure over the years you've talked to them, they probably told you things that they noticed. They like your shoes, your suit. What do you think they may be thinking with her looks?
Well, I think she's got a great team. I mean, first of all, she's a very attractive woman. There is just no doubt about that. Always has been. But also the whole change of style with hair and clothes, her mannerisms, I thought it was spot on. And, you know, hats off to her team, because obviously, you know, she's a star and she must have a good public relations person and someone who's good with hair and wardrobe. And I'm sure they methodically planned this out. And it was good. They pulled it off very well. And again, going back to what the jury wants sincerity, and I think she was dripping with sincerity. I think she's going to win the day.
I'm with you, Joe. Well said. We'll leave it here for now. And then we know Cardi B, of course, they're coming back on Tuesday. The all-important closing arguments. We'll see what look she gives us then. Susan and Holland, I have to let you both go. Thank you for weighing in and sharing your insights with us this morning. Have a great holiday weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.